So stop me if you've heard this one before. You're playing DMZ for the first time, the second time, however many times this is, and you decide it's time to exfil. You head off to the area, you throw out the green smoke, you do all the hard work just to have someone at the last second decide that you are going to die. Well, let's put it this way. We're going to first talk about why this form of exfilling is not a good idea. And then we're going to show you pretty much how there is a much easier and effective way, as well as it being safer. So let's first start off with the time frame. From the second that you decide to drop in that wonderful little smoke that you hit the button for the exfil, about 30 seconds in, the sharks are going to see that and they're going to already be on you. That's 30 seconds in. It's another 15 seconds before you end up having the helicopter icon start coming over, and it's another 10 before it hits the ground. You do the math, that is a lot of time to pretty much be caught with your pants down, and the worst part is, because it's marked on the map, everyone knows you're there. The other problem that you're facing is the fact that people camp this the same way people camp the loadout, the same way that people camped buy stations, etc. Now, let's face it, there are countless people who are pretty much just making TikTok after TikTok after TikTok of stealing people's stuff and pretty much exfilling with stuff that people worked hard for. Now, while I do fight for those people saying, hey, you should be watching your back at all times, my argument is there has to be a better way, and there is. So let's rewind the tape, shall we? So let's load into DMZ one more time. So this time, you're going to play this a little bit different. You're then going to, instead of trying to exfil the normal way, you're going to open up the minimap and you're going to want to mark this icon that you see on screen. That, of course, being the little handcuffs that mark the hostage objective. Now, how this objective works is that first you find pretty much the phone that has the objective, activate the little sucker, in which case it will give you a location relatively close to where you're at. From there, you will be storming a little bit of a hotspot with AIs. Now, keep in mind, these are AIs, not real human beings. So you know how to deal with those at least. Now, you will be on a slight time limit. From the second you breach, there will be a bomb on the hostage. You will need to deactivate the bomb, and then you'll be able to exfil with the hostage. Now notice how I just said exfil with the hostage. Yeah. The hostage, there's no time limit to doing this objective. So the second you activate it, you can pretty much run off to a bunch of other things like, oh, I don't know, grab a certain weapon off of someone. Grab a weapons catch, which granted that's going to mark you, but with this exfilling method, it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. Why? Because the exfil with the hostage is not one of the areas that is the normal exfil. Meaning, if someone really wants to kill you, they better have been tracking you the entire match, or else they're going to lose you because you're going to hop on that helicopter. I want you to watch this. The amount of time that it takes from the helicopter down to getting out of there is almost instantaneous. The literal timer is just 4 seconds. From the second you drop that hostage on the ground, you were able to go right up into the air. That's it. No having to wait for the helicopter to show up. No having to pretty much pray that griefers aren't waiting for you. You can just leave with your weapons. And better yet, I leave this as a challenge to every griefer and anyone who has been making the TikToks pretty much stealing people's shit. Now you have a challenge. There are people who are going to be exfilling in a more silent manner. Good luck finding them. And if this finds a way to make people exfil in a different way that gets them as far away from the exfil points and into the hands of safety, then I've done my job. So with that being said, if you found this video helpful, don't forget to leave a comment down below, drop a like, click that subscribe button. You guys have a wonderful day and night. Whatever you're doing, do it wholeheartedly. Happy hunting for all that stuff you want in DMZ. And this is Dank Dan, signing off.
Get them to click that subscribe button, Dank. It's the only way we can figure out the numbers. What do the numbers mean, Dank? We're wasting valuable time.